Hi folks, I'm Lonnie Johnson. Welcome back to my channel. I have this Ultima ZT1 Cub Cadet, and I'm going to show you what it does when I try and start it. That's what it does. It starts and immediately stops. I'll show you how I fix that problem, and it's not the carburetor. At first I used a multimeter, but realized that all I needed was this right here. Simple device, easy to use, and I'll show you what I did. So back here where the carburetor's at, I went right down here and I removed that plug right there. Now that the plug's disconnected, what I did was I went right up here where the connector's at and I unplugged this connector right here. Now all you do is squeeze these two sides and get in here and pull it apart like so. Now the reason I've done this is because these two wires right here are the wires that go back to your carburetor solenoid. And what I did, I took my meter, I put it right here for the green, and this one here, the green right here, I put the meter right in there. That way I knew that I had good continuity through the positive wire. Now I'm lucky that I had continuity. If not, I would have had to take this whole top piece off and follow that wire all the way to the other end to see where the short was at. But since I got continuity through that, I'm good. So I'm going to go ahead and plug that wire back in. So I'm going to go ahead and plug this back together. Now as you can see, this Cub Cadet has a small battery in it. I want to take this right here and I'm going to connect it to the positive side. Now anything that I touch this to, this light will come on. Let me see, right here, like this here. Okay, that means this is good. And my cord's long enough to where I can get back here, and anything I touch, this light will come on, as you can see. Now what I want to do is go right down in here, and here's the ground right here. I want to touch it, and see, we got a good ground. I'm going to go ahead and take this off the positive side, and I'm going to connect it to the ground, like so. I'm going to go ahead and turn my key switch to on. One click. Now I'm going to focus on this positive side right here with my little pointer here, with my little tool. Now what I'm going to do, since the key's on, I'm going to go ahead and test this side right here, the positive side, with my tool here. You can see there's nothing. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go up there and move my key around a little bit to see if I have a short in my key switch. And I do. I have a short in my key switch. It's not letting me, it's not letting that power stay on so that gas can go through the carburetor. So this is my problem, and I want to show you what it looks like when I hook one of these little solenoids up. I want to show you what it looks like when you turn it on. Instead of taking this solenoid off, I have a solenoid right here, a working solenoid. Now if I wiggle the key around, I got a short in my key switch. So this here, if it don't work right, it's going to shut off the gas to your carburetor. Now I've got the new key switch, but I want to show you an easier way to diagnose this before I put this key switch in. I'm going to put the key into the key switch and I'm going to turn it on, and I want you to watch these lights right here. Did you see them go out? Now watch. If I move that key switch, that's another sign that you have a bad key switch. Now if I go to start it, throttle it up, put these back. It still won't stay running because of this right here. Now if I start it, let's see if I can start it and keep it running with those on. Yeah, it's the key switch, because as long as those lights are on, it'll keep that solenoid at the carburetor engaged to where it'll let gas flow through. So now I'm going to go ahead and change this key switch. Now you have 4 bolts, one here, 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 and there. It takes a 5/16. They're screws. This whole bottom piece will fall off once this last screw is pulled out. Now if you look down under here, you have the PTO where it's plugged in. This is the key switch. Just pull that plug off of there. That one goes up in here, which don't connect to nothing. If you need to hook up an hour meter, this is for your hour meter. It will go right in here. And then you got a single wire right here that also goes on that key switch. Now what I'll do is get under here and I'll squeeze this in on both sides. They're a little tough. And just push it up out of there. So you can see here, you just got to squeeze it in. This is the new key switch. You can use the same key on this. I'm just going to drop it in here. As you can see, it's got the same little clips. Just drop it right in there. Push it. Now this little switch here, or this little clip, goes to this side. Last time it was on that side. This here, we just got to turn this and put it on like this, because the other one was hooked up the other way. Okay, it's on there pretty good. I could have turned the whole key switch around, but as you can see, everything lines up with the key switch that's on the tractor. So that's why I decided to put it in this way here instead of putting it upside down. Now, like I said before, they all pretty much take the same key. So I'll go ahead and stick the key in there. Let's see if it starts and stays running. And you'll see that the lights actually stay on while it's running. Now I'll go ahead and put everything back together. This here is simple to do. Empty the water out of it because it's been raining. Go ahead and put it up on there and just start your screws in there. You don't have to start them all, just a couple will do. Once you get those started, you can go ahead and run them in. There it is, all buttoned back up. Ready to cut grass again. I sure hope this helps. Like, comment, subscribe, share with friends. Thanks for watching.